Hi, I'm Mike Willeby, Manager Ranger here at Beavers Bend State Park, and this is the Showdown at the Hochatown Store. In the early part of the 1900s, right after statehood, there was a man named Kincaid who owned a store in Hochatown. Hochatown was booming at the time. We had a cotton gin here, and cotton was king. Everybody brought their cotton after they harvested it to Mr. Kincaid's store. Working on the cotton gin was a man named Levi Davis. He would take firewood and he would put it into the steam engine, get the fire going, and keep the gin moving. One day, Mr. Kincaid could tell that Levi had been drinking. Moonshine was very popular back then. We were once considered the moonshine capital of Oklahoma. Well, it seems that Levi had gotten into some of that shine, and Mr. Kincaid told him to go home. Levi thought that that meant he'd been fired, and he was upset. He met Mr. Kincaid at the Hochatown store, told him he wanted his money that was owed him. And Mr. Kincaid told him he'd pay him. But the problem was that Levi thought that he should be getting more money than Mr. Kincaid thought he should be paid. Mr. Kincaid left, went home for lunch. Someone approached him and said that he needed to be careful because Levi had made a statement that if he didn't get paid the money he was owed, that one of them would leave this world. So Mr. Kincaid brought a .38 caliber pistol back with him to the store when he came back after lunch. And Levi showed up again. Levi again said, if I don't get what's owed me, one of us is going to leave this world. Mr. Kincaid said something to the effect, is that a threat? Levi threw up his hands and says, no, Jim, that's not what I meant, but it was too late. Mr. Kincaid shot him. Levi fell onto the steps of the Hochatown store, and Mr. Kincaid walked up to him and shot him again. And he died. The old Hochatown store is now under the water of Broken Bow Lake. There is a recreation, though, of that store at the Beavers Bend Forest Heritage Center in the courtyard. Years after Levi Davis was killed on the front steps, people that worked in the store would see things moving around, and they would hear things moving around for no reason or explanation. And they felt sure it was the ghost of Levi Davis.